What's up, guys? This is day 9 of filming every single day, and just one prevalent thought that I have right now is social media really fucks up your brain, and it is fucking my brain up right now. Just I was having a chill day, a nice day, you know, a nice Sunday at my temple, at my religious site, and you know, being just talking to people around me, um, just going around and I didn't really have much to do. It was kind of boring. I just go on social media and like that, like only a minute can turn into 5 minutes, and 5 minutes can turn into half an hour, and half an hour can turn into a whole hour, and just so on. Like I just think it's like the biggest poison, and I don't know, man. Like I want to get rid of it, man. Like come on. But at the same time, I get inspired by seeing people, you know, in places where I want to be. And that's like comparing myself to what I don't have. And it's honestly a bad it's not a good habit. And I admit it that I should not go on it as much as possible, but I still do. I feel like just one average dude, man, and I think I am. But I want to become I want to become great. I just have that big innate desire to become someone great that people respect and people cheer me on for. This is really big on my ego, but I just want to be validated. I just get that feeling of being validated. Like, it's just so nice, you know? And how do I deal with that? Like, it's something hard to deal with because I know I can achieve it, and I know, like, when I think about it, it's not impossible for me to achieve it, but at the same time, sometimes I get distracted and I get lazy and I just, go in a different direction. And so that's why, like, YouTube, I don't know why. I have a big addiction to YouTube. And let me be just fully clear, like, YouTube has been part of my life since I was like, when I'm thinking back about it, the first time I remember watching YouTube, I remember watching a video of Splatoon, like the game on Wii U, when I was in first grade, second grade, something like that. And I was watching YouTube all day. And so I'm addicted to this media since second grade. And it's pretty crazy to think about it. Like, wow. Like, damn. Like, it's been so long. Like, second grade, I was only, what, 10 years old? Even less than that. And since then, I've been watching just videos of random stuff that's not relevant to my life for a good 8 years. And I'm not gonna lie, like I learned a lot of stuff. I can use it as part of my education, but at the same time, I'm using it for comfort, just getting out of my mind. I'm not really thinking about anything when I'm watching something. And now, like, it gets to a point where, you know, I just bring my laptop or my tablet, iPad, or my phone just everywhere I go. I have that immediate access to never, like, endless dopamine. And when I look back about this thing, objectively, it's pretty effed up, right? It's pretty effed up. That's why our generation can't concentrate. Our generation have such a short focus span, attention span. And I'm, not to say like I'm part of that group. I'm part of that group. I thought I was different because I was a little bit disciplined. I tried to avoid it. I had the intention to avoid it, but that wouldn't separate me away from others. Like, I'm still that one freaking iPad kid since like 6th grade, watching YouTube all day. And it doesn't end. I still watch YouTube on my laptop. In fact, I've been watching YouTube for like the last 2 hours. It's crazy. And, my real desire, like the monkey inside of my brain that's controlling me, wants to just relax, go on the couch, watch YouTube for hours, and just stop thinking about all these difficult things in life and like money and hustling and all that stuff, like learning. It tells me not to think about it. But my at the same time, I want to be great, I want others to, you know, I want to be validated at the same time. I want to do something great that people see me as someone good, someone that's very high performing and very competitive. So I have these two contradicting ideals and ideas inside of me that I need to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot to process. It's just a lot to, like, it's like it ebbs and flows and just comes, like, these two desires just come back to me once in a while and just hits me in the face, and then I try to avoid it, and it gets a little bit better, but it comes back again and it gets slapped back in the face, and it's just a loop that I can't really get out of. Yeah, so what should I do? Like, what should I do? Do I want to get rid of it completely? That might be the best option, honestly. Like, that might be the best option. I've been watching YouTube for so long. Like, I don't think I can go a day or two without it. And it's really sad to think about it like that. Like, I'm learning stuff on YouTube as well. I'm getting all these different ideas and tutorials and techniques about like conversation and stuff, all from YouTube. But am I really learning? I don't think so. I'm just consuming mindlessly. That's why I've started creating a little bit of a content on YouTube right now, which is a good transition. But am I learning? So maybe if I'm taking this, self improvement seriously, I really need to quit YouTube. I really need to quit all these social media and just really focus on getting better and learning. I thought I was getting better, but it's just me growing older. Am I good at speaking? Am I good at speech? No. Am I good at picking up girls? No. Am I good at making a business? No, I've never tried that before. Might as well try it now, you know? Do I know where I'm going in life? No, I'm clueless. I feel like it's very uncertain where I want to go. I feel like I'm very ambitious. I want to become a millionaire. I want to have all these different things that I wish I can have. So, and I see all these people around me that are living their own lives, and some people that were ambitious, they end up, being okay with mediocrity. Do I want to be mediocre? Do I want to be average? I can, you know? And it's easy. It's the easy way out in life. Like, nobody's gonna damn you for choosing an average path. Nobody gonna damn you for doing things that everyone else is doing, right? And so what really differentiates, whether I become successful or not, is how much I can commit to this lifestyle of becoming the best version of myself and doing things, even though it might be hard, it might be difficult. Like, I realized what I was doing before, you know, having structured plans and getting things done. That's what you gotta do to become successful. And the reason why I stopped doing it, because I started to feel like I was losing myself, you know, losing friends and prioritizing my goals over others. And I think that's what you have to do to get to where you want to be. Where do I want to be? You know, it's a good question. Why do I want to? Why do I have that fear of missing out? Why do I fear being left out? I have a big fear of being left out in school. I feel like school is something that like never comes back. But I don't think so. You know, I just don't I don't know what I want. Like, do I want to enjoy life, school life with people, or like what do I really want, you know? Do I want to like just have a miserable life for like a year or two and live the best fucking life ever? Or do I just want to have a mediocre life for the rest of my life, for the rest of my journey? So it's up to myself to choose, right? And you know, honestly, I want to have that blast in life. Like, I want to have that big story to tell to people. And it's really hard because you got to take big risks. And right now, I feel like I have to take risks. I've been told I need to go to a good college. I need to go, you know, get some scholarships and go to college and get a degree and get a good, stable job. That's what my parents say. And honestly, I don't know if that's a good advice for me, because that's not what I want. I've been dreaming, you know? I've been daydreaming all day long about being rich and being successful and being famous and becoming the best version of myself that people love, and being giving, you know? And giving back to people, making people laugh, making people happy. That's what I want. That's the kind of dream self that I want to be. And I feel like if I follow the conventional path, I'll freaking regret it. I'll hate myself for not putting myself out there, taking risks. Just ask. That's all you gotta do. And I might be embarrassed. I might feel like I'm not that worthy. It doesn't matter. Just ask and do the things that you wish you can do, you wanna do. And whatever comes, it comes. And it's not a problem. It's not a big problem. You just gotta do it. What do I want in life, right? I really need to ask myself what I want in life and be really serious about achieving that, getting that, and growing my character. I always feel like I'm not good enough. You know, I always feel like I'm not funny enough. I'm not friendly enough. I'm not loving enough. I'm not smart enough. You know, I'm not risk taking enough. I'm not courageous enough. It's like a crippling mindset of insecurity. And I fucking hate it. I hate it with a passion. I want to get over this. The only reason why I'm starting this is to get over all of these freaking insecurities that crushes me from the inside. And once these insecurities are gone, my life's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be the freaking best time ever. And I wanna freaking enjoy life till the day I die. Okay? And I don't want to be imprisoned inside of other people's mind, thinking about others, and not allowing myself to just freely let go of whatever and be myself. That's the true happiness that I'm chasing. You know, the true happiness is getting what you want whenever you want with whoever you want. Like that's real happiness that I want to define, you know, that I define. And that desire to make people happy, that desire to create meaning in life is so critical. It's super crucial, you know, in a bigger picture. When you're living every day, you tend to lose the meaning or the purpose. And I think a lot of people, especially the closest ones, don't really know what their meaning or their purpose is, or are not living by their values. And it's respectfully not the life that I want to live. I want to live fully to my potential and do the things that I want to do, you know? And just make something that helps people out and creates values and, you know, contribute to the positivity of our world. And it's a big topic. It's a very uncomfortable and uncertain topic that I'm going through right now. Like, I just don't want to be scared. Just don't want to be scared. And I think social media is really like the devil of everything. I want to get rid of it, man. It takes a lot of time. Every so often I just go back on it. I need to get rid of it completely. Man, it's hard. It's difficult. But that's what we got to go through, I think. And we have to go through all these difficult things in life. You know, sometimes the best thing the best thing you can do is to do the things that you fear most. I am probably fearing not doing anything. That's why I'm consuming all the time. When I don't make plans for myself, I consume so that I feel productive. I feel like I'm doing something. I feel like I'm learning something, but I'm really not. If I have free time, what would I do? Go on YouTube, relax, eat some junk food. See, I'm the same as all these average guys. I thought I was different because I was watching these self-improvement videos and just going to the gym. Going to the gym really worked off because look, I have pretty good muscles. I'm fit. But the mental part, the inside part, I still feel fucking insecure. Self-improvement worked? Not quite. Maybe physically it might have worked, but I'm not at the best fucking shape ever. That's not correct. I'm not at the best shape ever. Like, I do have pretty attractive body, but it could be better. So that, like, the question I need to ask myself is, am I taking this shit for real? Are you serious about becoming great? Am I serious enough that I can sacrifice these comfort times, these comfortable times, and just chase the dreams that I want to get? Just chase the dreams that I want. And I think I can say yes. And I think the day starts now. And I don't want to go on YouTube no more. I don't want to be watching all these different things and wasting my time anymore. I want to work on my dreams. I want that fame. I want that money. I want that girl, you know? I want that best version of myself. And I think it's completely okay to say it out loud about what you want and into the public. This is like a big step because it really shows who I am as a person. I have big ambitions. And whether I change or not, it all comes down to action. Of taking an action or not taking an action. Taking the right action or taking the wrong, not the wrong, but the bad action that won't benefit me in the future. Right? Yeah, so I'm very confused and perplexed about life right now. And I think many of you are too at this age. At my age, like, I'm just so clueless of where I want to go in life. And I do want to take big leaps and big steps and just work on something that I feel is important. But there are outside forces that I'm creating myself too that makes me, follow that rail path. That rail path where going to college, get your degrees, just follow the college fun and go through the college experience and, get a job, get an internship. Like, why? Why? I don't know. Why? Why do we do that? To get a job? Why get a job? To pay ourselves? I don't know if I should be thinking so hard about this. Maybe life isn't that complicated. It's pretty simple. And I think a lot of things in life are really simple. It's just that my mind, is making it so complicated that it makes me overthink. Who knows? Well, this is just one day in my life where I'm just thinking about all these different things, and I'll eventually figure it out. I think I'm smart enough to figure it out and get what I want. And I have big balls, big enough balls to just take actions, take risks, and get to that point where I can become proud of myself and just flex, and live a sexy life. Anyways, getting off topic, but yeah, this is day 9. Sunday night, doing great. I'm gonna go to bed early today so that I can get good rest and wake up tomorrow super energized, and let's get it. Peace out.